Welcome back, everyone. So before I get started and sharing with you all my favorite things of the previous month, I have quite a few things here, so it's going to be a long one. But before I get into it, I just want to put in a quick word from my sponsor for this video, which is Mud Water. I have a habit of over drinking coffee, so every once in a while I'll start off with like one French press or one Chemex or something like that. Starts out, I take 1 cup of coffee and then I save the rest for like later on in the week. Like I'll drink a cup of coffee and then it'll add up to 2, and then I end up drinking the entire Chemex all in one day. And when I reach that point, I know that it's time to kind of hit the reset button. So this time around I tried Mud Water, and it's great because it replaces my coffee ritual every morning, which, you know, like sometimes you just wake up and you do the same routine every day, and it kind of gets you started. So it kind of does that for me, but it has 1/7 of the amount of caffeine. So Mud Water is a coffee alternative with 4 adaptogenic mushrooms and Ayurvedic herbs. Again, it's got 1/7 of the caffeine that you have in a cup of coffee, so you get the energy without the anxiety, the jitters, or the crash of coffee. And with lower doses of caffeine, you can drink mud all day without impacting your sleep. Mud is a drinkable ritual that addresses mind, body, and soul. You just add 1 tablespoon to hot water and then add whatever you like. So some people add cinnamon, some people add it directly to hot oat milk or something like that. But I got the starter kit, and that comes along with a coconut creamer. So it comes with a 30 serving tin of mud, a USB rechargeable frother, a free sample of the vegan coconut creamer, and a free guidebook and stickers. The reason why it's called mud is because it's made with natural ingredients like things that grow from the ground, like cacao and chai for mood and a microdose of caffeine. There's lion's mane that helps with focus and brain function, cordyceps to help support physical performance, chaga and reishi to help support immune system, turmeric for soreness, and cinnamon for antioxidants. It's 100% USDA certified organic and non-GMO, gluten-free and vegan, along with being Whole30 and kosher. If you guys want to try Mud Water, I have a custom link in the description box for 15% off the starter kit. All right, on to some favorites. So let's start with, you know what, actually before I get into it, last month I talked about this MAC pigment right here. This is the blue-brown pigment. It's a beautiful pigment. It goes on kind of brown. It looks really intimidating, but it goes on kind of brownish pinkish, and it's got a beautiful blue and silver reflect. It's just a stunning color. And then someone mentioned this right here, which is the Bougie Paint Pot. So I've been using this a ton. It's the same exact color. So if you haven't already purchased this, I do recommend this a little bit more because it stays on all day and you can apply it with your fingerprints. With your fingertips. You can apply it and then you can like blend it out completely so that's a super sheer color. It's essentially the same thing, but it lasts longer. I have pretty oily eyelids, so whoever recommended this to me, I really like this, and man, I feel like you guys have my best interest in mind because I've been using this one every day, and yeah, I really like it. And the reason why I went to MAC was because I needed a new eyelash curler. I'll get to this, but so this is the eyelash curler that I was recommended while taking a masterclass from Rosemary Swift of RMS. So she did a masterclass on this mascara, which I love. This is the Straight Up Mascara, and it's a clean formula. I like this because I have stick straight lashes, and I mean, it just goes straight down, right? I have to curl my lashes, then apply mascara, and then curl it again to get the full effect. And I like this because I can just curl my lashes once, apply this because it's such a dry formula, or a waxy formula, I guess. Maybe there's no wax in it, but like it's just a drier formula than a normal mascara. So it lengthens my eyelashes without weighing it down, and then I don't have to recurl it. But in this masterclass, someone asked her what her favorite what her favorite eyelash curler is, and she was like, the MAC one. And everyone thought that she would talk about the Shio one, which is the one that I've been using for freaking 16, 17 years, ever since I was 16. I've had this exact same one, and all I've done is replace the pads. With her recommendation, I went out and looked for this eyelash curler, and yeah, I've been using it. It's been great. I recommended it to my friend Katie, who's she's got a different shape eye than me completely, and it works great for her. So I really like this. So this combination, the MAC eyelash curler and the RMS Straight Up Mascara, fantastic combo. I'm not gonna toss this Shio eyelash curler that I've had ever since I was 16. I'm just gonna keep it in my car. I like keeping an eyelash curler in my car because it gets kind of warm in there. I live in Southern California, so it gets pretty warm. So then when I go out to my car, if I forgot to curl my eyelashes, I have a nice warm eyelash curler to like work with. Oh, actually, On this pigment, when I was at MAC, they had these containers, right? So I told the saleswoman that I was working with, I told her that I bought this and someone recommended a paint pot and it was this one. And then I'm like, yeah, like I got like a really big container of it and I really want to give it to my friends. So like, cause I know that I'm not gonna use this whole thing. So she ended up giving me these containers right here, which is like testers. And she said just to use like a little like spatula thing to like sift it through and stuff. So I'm gonna give these away to my friends. So yeah, there's not a chance in hell that I'm gonna go through this in my lifetime. So I thought that was really sweet. So if you ended up getting this one and you wanna pass along or share with your friends, then yeah, split it up and give it to your friends. All right, so in the last video that I made, I was doing a makeup thing and I used this right here, which is the Kosas, like the new brow launch from Kosas. So this is the Kosas Brow Pop, which I don't think it's anything special. It works well, but it's not like a mind-blowing experience. This, however, this is the Air Brow and I have the color Brown Black. It's fantastic and it has good ingredients for your eyes or your eyebrow hairs as well, so it helps your eyebrow hairs grow healthy. So I've been using it just on its own even. I think it's fantastic. It keeps your eyebrow hairs up. It gives it a little bit of definition without like adding too much. It doesn't ever lean too bold or heavy. I just think it's fantastic and I don't feel like enough people are talking about this. And also it's got a little bit of shimmer in it too. So if you look at your brow hairs, just like any hair, there's a little bit of shine to it, you know? Well, I have a lot of grays, but like there's like highlights and shine and like definition to it. It's not just one flat stagnant color. So this has a little bit of shimmer in it, which doesn't show up on your brows. Like you can't see chunks of glitter on your brows, but there's a bit of definition, which is nice. When it comes to bath stuff, so when I was traveling a lot, I would always slip a little thing of bar soap. Like there's these little Chinese bar soaps, or I think they're Chinese or Thai bar soaps that you get at a Chinese market. I used to slip those in my suitcase whenever I traveled because my mom used to put those in her like underwear drawer, her t-shirts and stuff like that, and it would always smell really good when she opened them up. So I started adapting that whenever I travel, right? So I would put it in a suitcase. And then a couple of years ago, I went to Italy with Maddie and I came across this soap right here, which if I can find it on the internet, I'll like pull it up for you guys, but it's from a brand called Nesti Dante. And the scent is, I think this is a rose scent, I don't know, but it smells so good. And I've had it in my suitcase for a couple of years. And I decided, since I haven't been traveling at all, I decided I just needed to use it up, right? I used it and I forgot how much I love using bar soap because they last so long. Like this bar soap lasts me, I think it was like almost 3 months. If you have any recommendations for a good bar soap, let me know. And if you happen to know where I can get this exact one to the States, please also let me know. I remember it being like super cheap when I got it. I got it at like a kind of like a pharmacy drugstore, so I don't think it was any more than, I don't know, $2 or $3. If you're a liquid body soap user, try switching to bar soap and just trying it out, because I'm totally on board. There's this company called Honey that I just found out about. They came out with this really cool razor. It's a safety razor. I've had so many safety razors. I've done so many reviews on safety razors. I really like using those because they're sustainable. They don't use any plastic. And the razors themselves are, you know, easy to refill and they're pretty cheap. So it's just better for you in the long run, better for the environment in the long run, etc. But there's this company that came out with a razor, which I wasn't really that enthused about. I thought it was a cool design because it's targeted towards women, so it's a longer handle. And the price point is great too because they didn't mark it up like crazy, like a lot of the other companies. However, they came out with this, and I feel like this is a standout product, and there should be more attention around this. This is called the Shave Pillow. And whenever I shave my legs, I turn off the water completely and I put on cream and then I shave my legs and it gets all gunky. And when I first found out about this, I was like, okay, well, it's gonna get kind of gunky. So I got a bowl, like a little bowl on the side, filled it up with water, and you can use this dry, like even before you hop in the shower. So you just kind of rub it on like a deodorant. It's kind of like a balmy texture. It smells really good too, and it kind of tingles a little bit. So as you're shaving, because you're not using any water, it's not splashing away any of the product. It just makes my razor glide straight across without any friction at all. and it takes away the hair and the dead skin cells and all that too. So it's like really close, smooth shave. So even though the razor is awesome and everything, I think this is the stand-up product for this launch. And it smells great, and I like that you can bring it anywhere. So you can literally shave anywhere you want. You don't have to rinse it off afterwards either. Just do the dry shave method where you have a bowl of water next to you so that you can like splash your razor in there so that all the hair and the debris can sink. But yeah, this is fantastic. I really like this. So I don't know if you noticed, but I started wearing more jewelry lately because I just want to. I've had jewelry around for a while, but like I just never had the balls or the gusto to pull it out and wear it. But yeah, I've been doing it a little bit more here and there, and this is pretty much the extent of it. It's like this 4-layer thing. This is from my dad. He's had it ever since, I mean, he's had it for 20-something years. And this one's from Estee, this one's from my mom, and this one's from Wake. But in the last video, I was wearing these earrings, which I've worn so many times before and no one's ever said anything about it, but as soon as I cut my hair, people started noticing. So this is from my friend Ben. She has this brand called Year 901, and she used to live in LA. That's how I met her. And we did like, I think I met her at a trade show or something like that, but I really liked her stuff. So I've been a fan of her work for years now. And she came out with these earrings, I believe, for Lunar New Year. It's got jade, it's got gold. Yeah, it's just so simple, and I think it looks really cute with short hair. Yeah, she's got some other really cool pieces too, so I've been really excited about jewelry lately. Actually, when I got the earrings from her, I don't remember if it was this earring set or another one, but it came in this box, this little like cowboy ring box. How cute is that? You know what, actually, the one that she gave me came in a little like shell, and that was adorable. Maddie saw it, she really liked it, so I just gave it to her. But this cowboy hat, I had to keep. And this is also from Year 901. I think she put some studs in here. All right, so I'm fully vaccinated. I got really, really sick off my second vaccination. So while I was in bed for like a couple to few days, I was watching a ton of TikTok videos, and Joanna Spicer recommended this woman named Vanessa Amaro to me on TikTok. She does cleaning videos. She's a professional house cleaner, and she just shared all her secrets, and I went and bought like so much of the stuff that she recommended and started cleaning my own place because my cleaning person just stopped showing up. So then she recommended this right here, which is the Dawn Power Wash Spray. And I've been using it all month, and I've only used this much of it because a little bit goes a very long way. It is in a plastic container, however you can get refills for it. She also recommended this thing called the Scrub Daddy. This is the Scrub Mommy, which is a girl. And there's a sponge on the other side too. But this thing is so good. It starts off like super hard, so you think it wouldn't work that well, but then as soon as you get it wet, it's tough enough to take off like all the dirt and grime on your dishes, but soft enough to keep it from scratching. And there's all these little grooves that you can reach in, like these eyeballs right here. I can reach in and like pull things out and have a lot of control. I can put in a spoon right here, and like I can just clean around things so much easier than a normal sponge, so I'm really excited about this. So yeah, this combination, and then also Vanessa Amaro on TikTok. You gotta follow her. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is, well, I've been cooking a lot lately. Like way more than normal. Like I've been cooking almost every single meal. I don't really like going out to eat anymore. I don't really like going out at all anymore. So whenever I have friends over, or whenever I want to hang out with my friends, I'm just like, just come on over, you know? So I've been really into just like finding different things or different ways to start recipes and stuff. And for Christmas and for my birthday, 2 separate friends gave me this stuff from Omsom. Have you heard of Omsom? It's owned by 2 Vietnamese girls. I think they're sisters. They worked with a bunch of other chefs and cooks and came up with these like little starters. So, well, this one is Thai, Vietnamese, and Filipino. My favorite thing to make is the Thai Larb. It's fantastic, and they make it with ground chicken, but you can substitute it with whatever you want. So I've been doing it with mushrooms as well. It's just so good. So there's these little starters right here, and then you just get all the ingredients, you mix it with the protein, or you just follow the directions essentially, and it's super easy to do, and it's affordable too, and I think this makes such a good gift to give to someone who is really into cooking. So this one is East Asian and this is Southeast Asian. Also, I've been making this thing called Koji, Shio Koji. So this is like the starter for it, or this is the package for the starter for it. I think it's basically moldy rice. But what you do is you add, well, to make Shio Koji, what you do is you add water and salt, and it kind of ferments for 7 to 10 days. You keep mixing it every day. And you're basically just like pickling it in this briny mixture, right? And then it starts off like a salty rice. It tastes like a salty rice, and then the more you let it develop, it becomes sweeter. So it almost tastes like sake in a way. But what I do is I've been putting it into my stir fries. So instead of using salt, so I'll just use this in lieu of salt, and it creates this incredible Maillard reaction. So everything caramelizes super quick. It just cooks up so good, and it adds this deep umami to everything I make. I've been using it a lot with vegetables. You can also add a tablespoon to raw vegetables and pickle it overnight. It's delicious. I think most people use it as a marinade, like for their steaks or their chicken and stuff, but I really like it with my vegetables. There's also a liquid Koji version that is already made and already prepped for you, so you don't have to go through the process of doing this like stirring situation for 7 to 10 days. So there's already pre-made Shio Koji, but if you can make it yourself, I do highly recommend it because the texture is different and the flavor is a little bit different. And I prefer it a little bit more, maybe because I put a bit more effort into it. Dan Dan pappardelle. So this recipe right here, as soon as I saw it on Bon Appetit, I think it was April 14th. As soon as I saw it, I sent it to my friend Camilla, and then Camilla was like, oh, my friend Diana created this recipe. It's a fantastic recipe. So, I mean, visually it looks beautiful, but it also tastes so good. And she uses Szechuan peppercorns as like the star ingredient. And I've never used it before, so when I bought it, I made it for my boyfriend, and we had a gummy right before we ate it. And as we were eating it, Szechuan's known for like the mouth numbing effect, you know? So as we were eating it, we're like, whoa, are we just like so stoned right now or what? But really it's the Szechuan peppers. And it's crazy because even when you drink, like take a sip of water or something like that, it tastes like sparkling water. It just really changes your mouth. It's delicious. So I've been using Szechuan peppercorn because of this recipe. I've been using Szechuan peppercorn in everything. Like whenever I make vegetables, whenever I make eggs, I just toast up some peppercorns and add that in lieu of actual pepper. So yeah, it's delicious. But if you can, try out this Dan Dan pappardelle recipe. It's so easy to do and it's delicious. And yeah. Oh, the reason why I have it on a clipboard is because I like putting my recipes at eye level in my kitchen. So I'll have it like on a wall, like between my cabinets and stuff like that, and then I can read it and check off everything. And I don't have to touch it. And I also write notes all over it so that I know exactly what to add and what step to do it in which order. The last thing I want to talk about, so this game right here, I think it's so fun. I started having some friends over every once in a while because we're all fully vaxxed, and yeah, it's so funny. Whenever I talk to new people now, like I feel like, I mean, I'm getting nervous just thinking about it, but whenever I talk to new people now, I feel like in 8th grade or talking to my crush again. I'm like, I don't know what to say, you know? But I feel like this is great if you're meeting new people or if you're having friends over and you just feel a little bit awkward or something like that. It's this game. It's say it, do it, truth or dare to connect. And my friend Corey made this game. There's do it and then there's say it. So an example of a do it, let's see, is do jumping jacks for 1 minute and have someone in the room time it. So, I mean, like little dares like that, you know? What's another one? Play the last song you listened to today. And then for say it, there's when do you feel like your most authentic self? And which parent are you closer to and why? What is the small thing you are grateful for? So these are really fun icebreaker games to play. And my cousin actually plays a game kind of like this. It's called We Are Not Really Strangers with her fiance. And so I've been doing this with my friends and with my boyfriend, and it's just been really fun. So it's just kind of like a getting to know each other kind of thing. There's one on like, what was the last screen grab that you saw, you know, or that you saved, and you have to share it with everyone. So yeah, really fun game to play, especially now that everyone's starting to go out and like see people again. So those are my favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions about anything, please leave a comment down below. And if you have anything to add, anything to share, please let me know. And also, to the person who showed me the paint pot version of this or told me about it, thank you, because I've been loving this. And I also always listen to your recommendations, so leave a comment. I always read them. I don't always respond, but I always read them, and I learn from it. I learn from you guys all the time. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.